Hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. Thank you guys for
Buzz,
being here.
buzz.
You may be here via replay. So, thank you for everybody who's watching via replay. For people who are joining the broadcast now, thank you so much. I have a very special guest today, which I will introduce in just a second. Really excited to be on another evening. You guys have been a great, great audience. We've had a great time continuing to build this show. This is actually like the first official show tonight. Okay, tonight is my
First.
first night with a guest. Really excited to talk to you guys and to talk to my guests. We're going to be talking tonight about faith, family, and finance. Faith,
Yes,
family, and
yes.
finance, something so important to all of us. Faith, family, and finance. If you're in the room, if you're with us, please say something, say hello. We'd love to see your comments. Faith, family, and finance is what we're talking about tonight. I see we have people coming in. There's eyes on the screen. There's people in the room. If you're not fully engaged, if you're not clicked all the way in and you're like, I'm thinking about watching this broadcast, but I'm not sure, I encourage you to jump in. You guys are going to get some great information. So we really appreciate it. Christina Hay from YouTube, thank you for being here. I believe my wife is on, and I'm sure a few others. So we are going to get started in just a minute. We're going to give just another minute for people to join. Again, thank you guys. Corkeisha, got to see you today. It was great seeing you today. Thank you for supporting my wife and her business and all that she's doing. It was super cool. Corkeisha bought a nice jumpsuit from my wife. So you guys check out Corinne Marie, CorinneMarie.com. My wife is making some great stuff. So, hey, babe, my wife is in the house. Glad she's here. Thank you all for who are on tonight. A couple announcements before we're done tonight. I will have guests tomorrow night, Friday night, and Sunday night. So I'll give you guys more information. Hey, Travis, how you doing, my man? Great, thanks for being here. Looks like I lost my guest. I don't know. He fell off. I'll make sure we get him back on. Hopefully everything will work out good. Aaron, what's going on, my man? Good to see you. Hey, Miss Karen Carpenter, mom. That's my mom number two. Is on. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for coming to see me recently. All right, I got Darrik back. I'm gonna bring on my guest in just a second. I see he's back in the building, and we have him on. I'm gonna bring him in just a second. Um, thank you so much, everybody who's here. Thank you. Please share this broadcast. Tyler, thank you for coming in again. Appreciate your support daily. You're definitely becoming a part of the tribe, a part of the community here. This has been a really exciting journey. We're just getting started. So it's going to be really, really cool as we continue on and continue to build this show. I'm going to have some great guests. And we're going to have a cooking show. We're going to have a live concert this Friday evening. I'm going to give you guys more information. I can't wait. I'm going to have a great filmmaker on tomorrow, and we have a great, great special guest today. We're also going to have a great guest, an author, on Sunday, speaking to women about going from single to married, and men, gentlemen, married or single, please join that broadcast on Sunday as well. I'll give you guys more information on when you can expect that. We are live on Facebook. We are live on LinkedIn. We are live on YouTube, and we are live on Periscope. So thank you guys so much for being with us this evening. So now I'm going to bring on my special guest, my first guest on the show. This show has still not been named. We're going to name this show. There's been a lot of ideas. Thank you guys for all your ideas. Please keep sharing ideas on what the show should be called. I can't wait to name the show, but thank you guys for supporting it. I'm going to bring in my special guest tonight, a great friend of mine, a brilliant mind. This is somebody who he's a person who likes to study. He's a person who wants to learn how to be a better person, a better man of God, a husband, a better father. He's an awesome influence even on my life. I know for a lot of you out there, I'm someone who some of you look at or look to get some advice or motivation, and I'm thank you so much for that. He's actually somebody who I look to, who I talk to, who has great insight, great advice. We help each other. We share in this journey of life together, and he's doing some really cool things in business and in life, and I want to bring him on tonight and share with him. So give some hearts, say hello to my great friend, Mr. Darrik Curry. Welcome to the show. How you doing tonight?
Bro. What's going on with you? Can you hear me?
I can hear you
I
perfectly.
had to bring out my headphones. My phone wasn't working correctly. You know how it go.
Okay, perfect. You got the whole studio set up. You guys see his scene behind him. He's got the whole setup going on there. Some really cool stuff. So he's going to share with us a little bit about what he's doing now and some of the things he's done. and where he's at right now in life. There's a lot of people waving. Ebony's waving.
I can't even see the
Travis, my man,
comments.
is
I
waving.
was trying to see the comments and got kicked off.
Oh, did you? You can't see?
Yeah.
Can you see him?
I can't see him. Not on my end.
Oh, you
I was
can't see him
trying.
from.
I ain't gonna
Okay.
touch nothing. No, it'll be all right.
Don't touch nothing. We don't want to
I'll
mess
double
it up.
back. Yeah.
People are saying hello. Okay, trust
Tell
me.
them I
People.
said hey.
Okay, he said what's up. They see you. They hear you. Can everybody hear Darrik? Can everybody hear him? Hey, Jennifer, thank you for joining the broadcast. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here.
And we're gonna
So
have to
this
name
is
the
the
show.
first official episode
We got to
of
name the show before I get off today, though.
the
We
show.
gotta
Say it
name the
again.
show. We have to name the show before I get off.
Okay, we got to name it. We have to name the show before you get off today. Okay, that's totally
We
fair.
have to.
Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. We'll have an official name before Darrik is off the air today. So, today we're talking about faith, family, and finance again with Darrik
Yep.
Curry. We're going to start the conversation today. Darrik, faith. This is who you are. This is your brand. This is what you talk about. This is what you live. When we talked about you coming on the show, I said, well, what are some things that you want to talk about, to share about yourself? And you didn't hesitate. You said, I want to share about faith, family, and finance. So let's start with faith. What does that mean to you? Why is that something that's so important that it's a part of your personal brand?
Because when I first started studying, I went to school for psychology because I wanted to know how people think. I wanted to know the triggers, So then I was arguing with my psychology teachers because I kept bringing faith into the classroom.
Okay.
Can't bring faith into the classroom.
Right.
So it didn't work out for me.
Okay. It's like the movie God's Not Dead, right?
Yeah. And it's the same exact story. Like my teacher told me Jesus had grander disillusion and gave us a rock. Nah, bro. This ain't it.
Right.
It's not it.
That's
not trying to knock nobody's religion or belief system, but that's just that wasn't it for me. So then I wandered upon Christian apologetics, Christian philosophy, the philosophical aspect of Christianity, the deep thought, the deep thinkers, Socrates, Plato, all of that stuff. And it was just like, that's it, proving the existence of Christ, like proving the resurrection, how to prove it without using the Bible, just deep type of thinking things about Christianity. And it was just like, they don't teach us this. A lot of people don't even know how to defend their faith, and that's the problem with it.
Excellent point. Excellent point. I think the fact that you studied Christian apologetics, define Christian apologetics for our audience tonight.
Defenders of the faith, Peter 3:15, always be ready to give a defense for the faith and the hope that you have. Don't quote me on it, but that's just basically what it is. So, it's like I have to be able to explain to you why I believe what I believe.
Right.
And that should be for everybody, though. Don't just come tell me you believe in something, but then they should be able to see your walk too. Even though we stumble and we fall, you make me sound perfect. I got to salute you on that. That's love right there. But I mean, the feeling is mutual. You know what I'm saying? After we had empowered conversations, it'd be like, I could take over the world. Yeah. Like, let's get it. I need to take my own advice. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting here giving him all the drills. I need to take some of them for myself.
I can do it for myself. Absolutely.
I mean, it's iron sharpening iron. That's all it is. And when you got a power circle, like we have, like the meeting we had yesterday, it was just like the power was in the room with us, because it's like everybody is in there learning from each other, feeding off of each other. And that's the type of network and that's the type of circuit that you need to surround yourself with. So, the faith walk ain't a cakewalk, but everybody making their own walk, making their transactions in life and, learning from each other. And that's how we grow.
Love it. Love it. The faith walk ain't a cakewalk. I love it so much. Yeah. Christian apologetics. I love it. A lot of people, you guys look that up, Google that, because it's about the ability to defend our faith. A lot of us know what we know. We know what grandma said. We know what mama and them said. But if somebody is to challenge it, we're like, well, I don't know. It's just a feeling I got. Well, you can't tell me nothing. You know what I mean? That's cool. It's cool to have that know that I know kind of deep down faith. That generational faith is cool, but that's not going to work in a day and age where people are so armed with so much information, including false information. We know right now the world is being filled with fake news, right?
Yes,
From all
yes,
sides.
yes.
There's a lot of stuff going on in our world, in politics, and also in religion. If you don't think some of those articles you read online about Christianity or any other religion, there is so much fake news about faith right now that we could so easily get caught up and get confused. And then we forget, and then we don't know what we believe. Then we only knew what we knew because we knew what grandma and them said, and now grandma and them are gone, and now somebody's challenging us with something, or you watching a YouTube video and they're like, the universe. You're like, ooh, the universe. The universe. The universe is a created thing. It is not the creator of the thing. And the Bible warns us about worshiping the created thing over the creator of the thing. So I love that you went as far as to go to school and study Christian apologetics. You didn't go to school to study how to argue and beat somebody down and make them feel stupid for what they believe. You went to study how you can more firmly believe what you believe so that you can defend it need be, right?
And I actually paid out of pocket for it because it was just my walk. Like, you know, I ran into some people that was deep thinkers. We had deep conversations and they had me questioning my faith. So it was more like I needed that for myself because of my doubt and my guilt that I was dealing with at that time. So it's like I knew nothing about Tacitus and Josephus and how they wrote about Jesus because they ain't in the Bible.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like, how do you prove that the resurrection even happened or the first century Christians was even accurate for their belief system? You got to go back to that century and you got to read the writings. You got to read the manuscripts. Yeah. And then when you go to college, you realize most of the stuff that you hear and see on TV, read in magazines, it's not the real Jesus.
Right.
You know, most of it is just fake. It's propaganda.
Whew.
That's why they put it out there and that's why they push it, because it's to keep us blind, because it's like we can't defend it. And then you go to urban apologetics. Urban apologetics is what's on the rise now because, you know, the conscious community is coming up and they challenging us. So now they got urban apologetics that's really teaching, you know, the Black people, the African-American people, this is your faith. You see what I'm saying? This is something for you to believe in because they going to war with them boys. So that's what you need to Google, urban apologetics. And you'll come across some people. I ain't gonna drop no names.
Not gonna drop no names.
I ain't gonna give them no free publicity. Not on my first go around. Y'all tap into my show. It's coming.
Yeah, exactly. You'll break it down. Yeah, I love it. Thank you so much for sharing that. I want everybody out there to let's think a little deeper. Let's dig a little deeper. Our pastor is on here tonight, Pastor Richard Bennett. We thank you for being on here tonight. Even he would say, go home and check your Bible and check what I told you. And if what I told you doesn't line up with the word of God, then don't believe what I'm saying. Exactly. Myself, as a minister of God, I would not want anybody to believe what I'm saying without checking back against the word of God and with the spirit of God to make sure that people are doing that, know that. So that's so big. Thank you for calling out those points. Those are deep points, but important points.
We need to study it more. Like I tell everybody, study it for yourself. Yeah. Because I wouldn't be where I am if I wasn't studying it for myself. And I didn't just study like Christianity. I studied every religion. That's what apologetics is. It's like, I need to know how to talk to someone who's praying to the universe and be able to break it down, or somebody who say that they believe in the Messiah and Jesus, but they saying energy this and energy that and the universe this. It's like, I just read a book about witchcraft and Wicca, and that's all they talked about was the universe.
Wow.
Because that's where it comes from. That's where it originated at. You see what I'm saying? Yep. So it's like you come across a Christian that's talking like that. If he call himself a brethren, then we need to be able to sit down and have a conversation. So I can show you some things that you're doing wrong, just like you can sit me down and show me that I'm doing some things wrong. You know, we got to correct each other in this walk because ain't nobody perfect, you know. And then the whole thing is we have to challenge the way that they think to get to their heart.
Absolutely.
We can't attack them. You know, a lot of people think, oh, apologetics is attack. No, we're not attacking nobody. We're challenging the way that they think, so then they can correct it themselves, because that's the only way that they can do it.
Absolutely. Awesome. We have a comment from a friend of ours, Darrik. This is a friend of both of ours. Okay. Our man, Joe Weiss, Joe Corner.
My brother.
He said, talk that talk, right?
That's my bro.
This is a guy. It's funny because Darrik and I were talking about Joe. Joe reached out to me to share his condolences about my mom. Thank you so much, Joe, and everybody else. I appreciate it. And I told him, I said, it's funny, I was just talking about you. I said, me and Darrik were just talking about you and how you're such a good guy, somebody who wants to know the truth as well. So we much respect to our man, Joe. Appreciate you being on the show. Appreciate you tapping in tonight. So thank you so much for being here. That's our guy right there. So, and thank you to everybody else. If you have questions, please hold on to your questions. You can type them in if you want to type in your questions now, and I'll go back and try to look at them. But please, please, please don't forget your questions. Write them down. Hold on to those questions because we want to get to those questions. We will have a Q&A in about 10 minutes. I promise we'll have a Q&A and let you guys ask Darrik and I some questions, and we're going to have a talk. So the second part of your personal brand, and ladies and gentlemen, I think it's so important that we all know our personal brand. Who are you? What do you stand for? Why do you do the things that you do? Whether you're a bus driver, a mechanic, a beautician, a pastor, a movie maker, an author, a teacher, whatever you are. Why do you do what you do? Like, what is your why? Now, you may say right now my job or my career is not fully satisfying my calling, but you need to know your why. You're deeper, like, what is your personal brand? Okay, so that's an important thing that I think we always need to be talking about. Darrik's personal brand is faith, family, finance. He knows that for himself. So we're going to talk about the second part of this great brand, and that's family. Darrik, for you, everybody, I think we all feel like, oh, it's all the same. Everybody's, family is family, and we all love family. For you personally, Darrik, tell me what it means to you when you say family is a part of your personal brand.
Family is, forget about me, I love you. If you use it as the acronym, because it's like the people who you put before you. For instance, I'm starting a business. I don't work on weekends and I don't work after 9 o'clock. I'm starting a business, but
we got 4 minutes.
I still need to do that time for my family.
We got 4 minutes because 9 o'clock is coming. I hope you stay on with us.
No, we'll stay on. You family. Look, you
okay,
good, you get a pass. Yeah, you family. Come on.
Got it. All right. Very good. Very good. Yeah. But in general, you said you don't work past 9 o'clock.
No, because I got boundaries and standards. So when you have family, it's just like, in the good book, God said, you can't run my house if you can't run your house. Right. So your household have to come first.
Right.
So first is your faith. You have to have an even balance of all three of them. I call it the 3 pillars. Faith, family, and finances. They all have to be balanced out, because if you have too much of one, then the other one is lacking. If you have too much of the other one, just like rich people talking about their God, it's not going to work. Sorry, it's just not working. Because you're going to die one day. And you're going to meet the creator. You see what I'm saying? So you have to have all 3 of them, and then you have to work out your own balance and balance that work for you, because you have some people, they work all day, every day. Next thing you know, their kids is 18 and they don't respect them. Wow. And then God forbid they out there on drugs because they never had that daddy time. They never had somebody to chastise them, to raise them, show them the difference between right and wrong. You know, the household need to have that balance. I mean, it take 2 to make them and take 2 to raise them. You see what I'm saying? It's hard. So you got your faith intact, then you start working on getting your family together, getting your family in order, getting everybody in the household's faith intact. Because the more of us that's in here praying and praising, the harder it is for the devil to penetrate.
Amen.
You gotta have that wall up. You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
Come against it. You feel me?
Y'all say amen in the comments if y'all feeling what he's saying. I see a couple amens coming up. Say amen. Give some hearts. Give some love. If you feel what he's saying.
It's family first before finances, because the money is the root of all evil. If you putting that first, there's certain ways you got to go about it. You just got to be smart, and you got to do it strategically, and you got to plot and plan. That's why me and my wife we did financial peace. We on the same path. Finances it's important, but it's not as important as faith and family.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. We're going to talk about that financial peace part too. Shout out to some of the other people who've joined us again. Aaron, Brittany, First Lady, Verlinda Bennett. Welcome to the show. Angela Hardesty, thank you for being here. Everybody who just joined us, thank you guys so much. We really appreciate you guys being here on the show live. This is live on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, and Periscope. So we're really excited to have all of you. We have a good number of viewers here tonight, and we know this thing is going to grow. I want to thank again my special guest again here, Darrik Curry. If you just joined the show, he's talking about his personal brand, the things that he thinks is most important to himself as an individual and in his business is faith, family, and finance.
Yeah,
So
sure.
he's talking about the importance of family right now and setting those boundaries as a person in business, and in his personal life. I love that you talked about your family being on the same page as far as praying together and being united.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit more about that. What's that? What's a good vision of that? What advice would you give somebody who's like, my teenagers, they want to play the game, they want to TikTok, they want to chill, the parents want to
Everybody's
chill. Let's
kids.
be honest. I mean, it ain't like you get a phone and you crying. You like, hey, they quiet, they're cool. So how do you see that? How does that work for somebody? What advice would you give us on how we can balance our faith with our family?
Well, first it matters like what you believe. So I'm speaking from, a biblical perspective. All right.
Mm-hmm.
The Bible is a book that you have to read it because while you're reading it, it's reading you. Okay.
Amen.
So we think about today's generation, most of them don't know how to read. Most of them don't even want to sit down long enough to pick up a book to read. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because the phone does everything for you. TV, entertainment, like we have to think about how rapid technology is growing. It's
Mm-hmm.
like we was just the kids at home with one TV in the house or two
Right.
if we was lucky.
Right.
Now it's like 8 TVs in the house if you count
Right.
the phones as TVs because
Right.
they're YouTube and the TikTok.
More TVs than people. Right.
Yeah, you see. So it's
Right.
like they have to learn how to slow down and just enjoy life first
Yeah.
and foremost. Like all families have to do that,
Yeah.
and it's a struggle. Seeing even how I'm in a blended household now, like we got to learn how to sit down and just learn how to spend family time and be a family. Be a unit, be at one. Because like I said, the enemy will try to come and he will attack. And it's like we all have to be on one accord, front line, ready to go to war. And how can you do that if you ain't teaching your kids how to pray, how to praise, how to read? I
Right.
mean, it's like everywhere we go, it's the enemy is there. He's lurking in the cracks. You know what I'm saying? And it's not even like I'm trying to sit there and make everything seem like the devil, but he is in a lot of stuff because them TikTok videos and them YouTube videos, a lot of them can be vulgar. The words and the music is vulgar. Like I come from a musical background. I stopped doing music. They thought I was crazy when I stopped doing music.
Yeah.
But God was tugging at my heart. I walked away from situations and record deals and companies like I'm done because I seen where the industry was going 10 years ago.
Right.
They came in there with them skinny jeans, boy, I was gone.
You don't wear no skinny jeans.
I ain't wearing no skinny jeans.
Exactly. You was like, skinny jeans, I'm out. Forget
Joe will tell you, we was traveling and everything. We was good. We was from studio to studio everywhere we went.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We was great. I ain't even gonna lie to you, but it was just some stuff that we started seeing like this ain't us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because God has the ones that he called to be something different and be something better. And then they can get the other ones out of this struggle. You feel me?
Yeah.
So
So tell me a little bit, if you don't mind, I wasn't gonna go too deep into this, and I do want to leave some time for Q&A. Tell me a little bit more, just tell the audience a little bit about the road you were on as far as the music industry and some of the success you had. So in like 2 minutes, just give us a quick summary of you kind of got to this point and then you realized it wasn't for you. Share that a little bit with us.
So what it was more like we started talking about conspiracy theories in the studio. All right. We was reading Dan Brown and all that crazy stuff. And it was just like, oh, the Illuminati and this and that. And it was just like, oh, this world is crazy. The Knights Templar, just crazy stuff.
Right.
But it was like everybody that I was around, they was very intelligent. I wasn't even studying nothing. I was just doing music. Music was all I knew.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was just a rapper. That's
Right.
it. Joe was making the beats. I was killing them.
In
the store. The checks was coming in. We was traveling. We was flying first class. Universal Records offered me a deal. I had enough money that I didn't have to take it. I was good. Like the music was great. Everything that I had, house, car, mom was good. Everybody in my family was good. Like if they needed something, they knew to call me. I'll send them the money. It was great. But then it was like one day I just sat there and I prayed. And God just showed me my future. And he was just like, you know, you want this, but you really gonna do that. And I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. And me and God had a personal moment. And he was just like, after you do that, you're gonna have to go this way. And
Wow.
that's why when I talk to people about the Most High, you know what I'm saying? It's real because it's like I had my experience with God.
Yeah.
You know, God really showed me what he wanted to do with me, what he had planned for me. And I chose my own path, and that path didn't work for me. So when I was done with it, I was done with it. Like people just stopped calling me to do music. You know,
Wow.
I'm talking about like big people
Wow.
from the West Coast. Like, oh, you still a Christian? Yeah, I'm still a Christian.
Wow.
You still going to college? Yeah, I'm still going to college.
You
Like,
still trying to be better? Yeah, I'm trying to be
yeah,
better.
you know what I'm saying? So
You still trying to live? Yeah, I'm still trying to live.
exactly. But you know, at the end of the day, it's just like, you know, everybody ain't called to do these type of things or to
Yeah,
even influence people like you. You know what I'm saying? I tell you
sure.
that all the time. Like, you are your brand.
Yeah,
People follow you for who you are, for your transparency, for how you know, you just real with everybody and your love is genuine. You know what I'm saying? And when
appreciate
you
that.
come and give your information and you share it, or when you share your testimony, it's like, even if it's sad to you, it's inspirational to somebody else because you up there saying it.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying? And we
Yeah,
don't look at life like that because sometimes we just a vessel that's being used, and it's just like this is who we are. You know,
yeah,
like all the stuff you say about me, I'm like, man, am I really all that? Like, I don't feel like that when I wake up.
yeah, yeah. Absolutely. It's the power of God. Definitely.
Exactly. And that's why he get all the glory. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Me
Because
too.
it's
Thank
like
you so much.
I
Thank you
steady.
for that answer.
Yeah,
And thank you for the kind words. And that's what it's about. You know, and I think you and I are on the same page. You know, my brand is education, motivation, inspiration. You know, that's
exactly.
my mother, my parents were they were about us learning, being educated. Young black kids coming from where we came from. It was about get your education, be an educated person, know what you're talking about. Don't let anybody
Yeah,
play you like you're stupid. You're too smart to be stupid. Okay. My mom said that
exactly.
to us, and I said it to my kids. When my kids is acting stupid, I say to my kids, you're too smart to be acting that stupid. You're too
I know,
smart for
right?
that. So educating ourselves so that we don't have to walk around and be foolish or be dumb or be just caught up in situations where we just didn't have the knowledge to navigate. So I
Yeah,
thank God for my parents teaching me that. And then motivating and inspiring people, it's important to me to walk the walk and walk the talk, not as a perfect person. I'm not perfect, but to even see people, let people see me in my weakness. Let people see me in my vulnerability. Let people see me right now. I'm still grieving the loss of my mother. I got off a broadcast the other night, you know, and you know, I was good. We were having a good time, and I was sharing with everybody, and everything was good. And a little bit later that night, I was staring out the window crying. My wife found me standing at the window, literally looking out the window crying. And I said, I remember looking out the window, waiting for my mom to come home when I was young. And I looked out and realized she's not coming home. You know,
yeah,
I know she is home with God, but as of a few weeks ago, I lost her, and she won't be coming, you know, to me or to
yeah,
her home or, you know, back to us on this side of life. So it's important that we do that. It's important that we know those things. I love that you were able to walk away from such a huge opportunity in the music industry. Most people are seeking fortune and fame, and that's it. The
yeah,
American dream is have more stuff. And you
exactly.
had an opportunity to have more stuff, have more fortune, have more fame, and you walked away from it for Christ's sake. And that's not a lot of people can say that these days. Okay, so I do applaud that. I do applaud that.
It's a certain amount of us that can say it. I hear them stories a lot because I mean, a lot of people when you get to Hollywood, you see how Hollywood is.
Yeah,
You know, it's different.
yeah,
And it take a strong person to really survive in it and come out with their sanity, or a
yeah.
grimy person. You know, grimy people survive all day out there, but
Wow.
you know, some of us we ain't got time to play them games.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And if I'm gonna be on the front line, I'm gonna be on the front line for something I'm willing to die for. You know what I'm saying? Something I'm
love
willing
it.
to believe in and put my all into it. You feel me? So after them long nights of everybody talking and me just being silent, listening, because I ain't know nothing, I just started studying.
Yeah,
Started hitting them books strong. You hear me?
love it.
I
Love
started
it.
I
Love it. Love
started
it.
demolishing them books. Like I was buying so many books, I just started going back to the library. Like I'm tired of buying books.
Right, right.
Hundreds
They
and
got it for
hundreds of
free over
books.
here.
Like,
Right.
yeah, I was putting down like 2 or 3 books a week.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a lot, but
That's
it's
awesome.
worth
And
it.
we want to encourage our audience as you guys continue to watch this show. And we're going to be going live 3 to 5 days a week. I'm going to give you guys a schedule, let you guys know what's coming up. Again, for those that are on now, I want to remind you that tomorrow night, I will have a good friend of mine, Rashad Polk, an amazing filmmaker, on tomorrow night. We'll probably play a couple of clips of some of the things he's done, a couple of his projects. We'll definitely be sharing a piece that he did, a public service announcement that he did for the COVID-19 coronavirus crisis or situation that we're currently in. It's a PSA to suggest that we do follow the rules, we do practice social distancing, and that we are safe and that we're conscious of those that are more vulnerable in our society and that we're taking care of them by taking care of ourselves. So I'll share that with you guys, and I'll have him on tomorrow. Then on Friday, my man Rob Thompson, also known as Sexy Rob, who is in he's here now with us watching this broadcast. I believe he's still with us. He and I are going to get together. Rob, we're going to confirm this now. I'm going to call it out right now because we've been talking about this. We are going to do an interview, and then he's going to go live playing his saxophone, playing lots of hits that live from his living room. And he did it last Friday. There were, thousands of people. He had so many views.
Yeah.
He had so many comments. He had so much love. And I'm going to be a part of that with him and also broadcast his broadcast this Friday evening. So you guys stay tuned. I'll share more information about that. And then this coming Sunday, again, I have a great friend of mine, Ebony Hill, who was one of my students. I did relationship coaching with her. She was one of my coachees, I suppose. I was her coach, and helped her prepare as a single person to get ready for marriage. And she went from 45 and single to 45 and married by preparing herself in all the ways that she needed to do. So I can't wait to have her on this Sunday. I'll share more information about it. Rob has confirmed. Sexy Rob here said, yes, sir. Looking forward to it. You guys make sure you're following Rob Thompson so that you guys get notified when we go live with that. Make sure you're following me as well. Make sure you have your notifications on for my page. Also, please follow me on YouTube. As I build my YouTube page, to get those views on YouTube is also very powerful, very valuable. So I really appreciate that. So please subscribe and follow and turn on that little bell notification so that you know when we go live here. So thank you guys again. Now let's get into this last piece, and then we're going to take some questions from the audience. When you think about Ebony's on too. I'm sorry. I see Ebony raising her hand. Ebony will be on this Sunday right there. Ebony Akron. Make sure you guys are checking her out. Make sure you guys are following her. She will be my guest on Sunday. All right. So back to my man, Darrik. So let's talk about finance, the third piece, the third pillar of your personal brand. Finance. What is that about? What is finances? I thought you said you weren't chasing money, and now you're going to throw finances in there as a part of who you are. Faith, family, and finance. I thought the Bible said that money is the root of all evil. So how dare you say finance is a part of your personal brand? You got to explain.
The Bible don't say money is the root of all evil. It says the love of money is the root of all evil.
Okay.
I know where you was going with that.
Okay. You explain. You studied Christian apologetics. You explain that to me, and then tell us what you believe about finances and the importance of it in everyday life.
I believe that we need to learn economic independence as a culture, as a people that live inside of a nation. So it's like, finances is more of the aspect of focusing on starting something that you own, first off. I feel like everybody was put here to do something special. Everybody has a talent, the gifts of the spirit. We all ain't built the same to do the same thing. I'm one of them people, if I'm at church and I hear the choir is off, I got to fix it. I don't know how I'm gonna fix it, but I gotta fix it because I love music. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I love to hear music be done right.
Right. Okay.
So I'm a music person. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if I can lend a hand to fix something, I'm gonna fix it.
Right.
So it's like that's my gift. That's my talent. So it's like you use your talent, you take your talent, and you learn how to make money off of it. You learn how to be independent. So that's where I messed up with the music. I was trusting everybody else to do everything for me, when it was like I should have been in them books learning how to do it myself, because instead of me paying $10,000 for a website, I could have built it myself and just promoted it with that $10,000, marketed it to the right people. You see what I'm saying? Could you imagine how many millions of people would have seen my website and been able to get my music at that
Right.
time. But it was like that for a reason back then.
Okay, right.
It wouldn't have been that easy to leave.
Right.
But yeah, back to finances, it's more like, just setting yourself up, positioning yourself to prosper, as you always say.
Yeah.
You do it with the finances. You learn the stock market. You learn trades. You learn how to invest. You learn how to help people start businesses, build businesses. It's people that just specialize in doing the paperwork for businesses and companies, helping people start 501c3s, writing grants. So it's like whatever you're good at, you hone to that. That's your niche. That's what you build your business around. That's what you build your brand around.
Right.
Like how we have to find a name for your show tonight.
Uh-oh. He didn't forget. I was like, maybe we.
Okay. But it's like, to me, you are your brand. You know what I'm saying? Lucas Tindell is a brand to me. So it's like the Lucas Tindell Show or something just simple like that. It's
all right. I like
just
that.
Like every time they type your name in, you're gonna pop up somewhere.
Hey, I like that. I like the Lucas Tindell Show. That was one going through my mind. Like there's, Oprah Winfrey, which became Oprah. She became so familiar. Ellen,
I said the same thing last night. You know what I'm saying? I said, why don't he just use his name, like the Lucas Tindell Show?
All right, let's see what the audience thinks, but I like it.
When you type it in, when you Google search it, you just need to pop up all over the place. If you got all these different business names and all these different entities or these different personalities, and it's just like they can't find you.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, the Lucas Tindell Show, or as soon as you type in Lucas Tindell, something else is going to pop up. Periscope, Lucas Tindell, YouTube, Lucas Tindell. You just got to keep punching them in the mouth. Right. Good jab. You know what I'm saying? Let me go Gary V on you.
Right.
So, yeah, I mean, the financial part is it's learning how to invest in these companies. It's learning, and as a culture, we need to learn that. Because there's a lot of people that be on my pages and they be mad like I'm holding back from information. No, I studied the information. Yeah. But at the same time, I can tell you something, but you'll have to go study it for yourself. Just like when we started this off and you told them to go study. That's with any and everything. Don't take what I'm saying as, I'm the king and I'm telling you this and this is the only way that you can do it. There's multiple ways you can do it. Even wholesaling real estate, growing microgreens. We just need to learn how to do a lot of things as a culture and as a people, to help each other stand up, to help each other get up on their feet. Because I mean, we being knocked down left and right, even with this coronavirus going on. I just seen that the rate is high for African Americans, but it's like, we the first ones that don't want to sit down when they tell us to sit down. We still want to go to parties and we still want to do this and that. Like we don't want to respect social distancing. I've been at the store, but I'm still social distancing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm still playing it safe. My hands smell like hand sanitizer right now.
Right. Clocks like right.
You feel me? I'm like, why don't I go invest in hand sanitizer?
Right.
Let me go ahead and get on TD Ameritrade and look up hand sanitizer companies.
Yeah.
But
right.
It's multiple ways when it comes to finances. And I feel like, with my website and with my brand talking about finances, it'll be easy because it's a lot of things that I want to talk about. It's a lot of businesses I want to help people start. Like I want to write guides and manuals on how to start these businesses because the information is out there. You see what I'm saying? And it's like certain people, they want to charge $30 to $100. No, I'll give it to them $5, $10. Come get this book. You know what I'm saying? Learn something, get your paperwork together because I ain't in it for the money. You know what I'm saying? I'm in it for the love. Like, this is what I love to do. I love helping people. I love helping to build people. I love seeing their eyes when they faith get shocked back into their body. I was believing the right thing. Yes, you was. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm not doing this for me. I'm just doing it for the love. Like, I found something that I love and that I'm passionate about. And I mean, anybody who know me I love talking about knowledgeable things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yep. Give me some nuggets. I'll give you some nuggets. We both will be full at the end of the conversation. You feel me?
Absolutely. Love it so much. I think it's so important what you've shared here today, faith, family, finance, ending here with finance. I think obviously you were able to defend it well when I said, I thought the love of money was the root of all. I thought money was the root of all evil. And you clarified it's the love of money. But there's nothing wrong with having our finances in order. There's nothing wrong with having money. That is not anti-biblical. That's not wrong in any way. We do it for our family. We do it for our faith, so we can be those that are giving and charitable to our churches, our families, and other organizations. Exactly. So I think those things tie together very well. I'm so grateful that I've had an opportunity to build a friendship with you. I look forward to continuing to get to know you. Tonight, I want to give our audience those a chance. We had some other comments on the name of the show. I think a lot of people like Lucas Tindell show, and they said the name and the brand going together is good. There were a couple other names, but we'll stick with that for now. We're gonna stick with. I saw some live with Lucas, or living it live with Lucas. That was good. Talking with Tindell, that was good. So those are really cool.
Living it live with Lucas.
I see a lot of people saying,
I like that.
Change now. You just said you were the one who
living it live.
But
I'm saying I want you to be legendary like Corrado, whatever his name is. Phil Donahue, Lucas Tindell. You put yourself up there with them. You feel me?
Exactly. It all starts here. It all starts right here. So
they start messing your last name up, Lucas Tindell.
That's how you know. You mess up all the time. It is Tindell.
You see? Exactly.
Dell, thank you for getting it right. So to the audience here today, whether you're watching us on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, or Periscope, please, if you have any questions or comments for our guest here today, Darrik Curry, again, we're so grateful that we've had him here. We want to go on for we'll go till about 9:30. So I want to give you guys a chance to ask a few more questions or any questions that you may have. In between time, again, I want to remind you we have some other guests coming up this week. So I want to continue to remind you to please stay tuned and please keep coming back. I'm so grateful for everybody who's tuned in here today. So please, we'd love to hear from you. If you give us a question that we call out, we're going to be able to pull it up here on the screen and answer your question. It's exciting to be an important part of our show here today. So it's like, Wendy Williams goes out in the audience, and Ellen and all of them, they talk to their studio audience. So you guys are a part of that audience. It's your chance to ask a question here this evening. We'd love to answer a question for you or hear a comment that you may have about what you've heard here today. So we'll give you guys a second to say that. Please, if you've jumped in late, please know that this replay will be available on these same social platforms. Please go check it out on YouTube, especially. If you can, go watch it back on YouTube. Also, don't be afraid sometimes just to go listen to something. You're getting ready in the morning and this had some good information that you wanted to hear. You don't have to watch it necessarily, but go push play and listen to it as you're in your car or while you're getting ready. We have a question here from the lovely Corinne Marie Tindell. She said, "What's up for him next? What's up for him?" She said, "What up for him next?" And then she shot out, "What's?" We got you, babe. What's up? What up for him next? What's up with you next, Darrik? What do you got going on?
I'm getting married in 2 days.
My man. Hey, can we get some love in the comments? Can y'all hit the hearts on Periscope? Hit the heart on Facebook. You can hit that heart multiple times. You don't just have to heart it one time. Hit some hearts. Let those hearts go up. Say that again for us one more time, Darrik. What'd you say is happening in a couple of days?
I'm getting married in 2 days.
Getting married in 2 days. Congratulations.
Yeah, shout out to Saxy Rob, because we met at one of his shows.
Wow.
Well, we re-met. You see what I'm saying? That's my homie right there.
Yeah.
So shout out to
Saxy Rob. Hey, listen, y'all, we're going live this Friday. Some of y'all singles gotta get on. You never know. You might meet somebody new on the broadcast while we comment.
It was a blessing for me. You hear me? But I got a couple websites that I'm building. Trying to help people grow businesses. Okay. That's what I'm doing and focused on right now. Helping independent people grow their business, build their brand, because it's enough money out there for all of us. Finances. We got to get back to it. We got to be blessings to people in 2021. We got to be able to come out of this quarantine and just be frontline. Whoever needs what. We got family that's hungry. We got nieces, nephews, cousins, little brothers and sisters, whatever you got. You got to be able to provide for them. So it's like, how do we do that? We do it by doing stuff like this, extending our reach so more people can know who we are and what we have to offer to the world. Because let me tell you something, when that music started popping, it started popping. Somebody was watching me that I didn't even know was watching me, and they just popped up one day and was like, they changed my life. You see what I'm saying? They changed my life. And it was like, oh, little on me, I'm from the hood. Like, don't nobody look out for us like that.
Wow.
But I mean, you know, first class flights, trips everywhere, Miami, South Beach, you name it, we was there.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Yep. Like, yeah, it was live, but it's like people see stuff in us that we don't see in ourselves. Yep. So you know, right now, my main focus is, you know, spiritually growing. Like I'm trying to reinvent myself from inside out, and I can only do that with the Most High. So that's still my focus. You know, I'm going to school for my master's after I get married for apologetics. You know, I want to retire academia. I want to be a teacher. I want to do this every day. You feel me?
Okay, I love it, man.
Yeah, I'm going for my master's in that. Then hopefully I'll get my doctorate one day. You'll be talking to Dr. Curry.
Hey, Dr. Curry,
Brother Tindell.
I'm gonna be like, I have Dr. Curry on. I had him on, just Darrik Curry, Dr. Curry, Steph Curry, and we got the man in the house. So we're gonna make that happen, man. That's awesome. So he is getting married in just a few days to a wonderful, wonderful woman. I'm so excited for you guys and your family, faith, family, and finance. I want to bring those three things together to build a wonderful family. So I'm really excited about that. I did have another question from my man, Aaron Dukes. Shout out to my man, Aaron Dukes with Pristine Steam Wash. Aaron, I got to have you on the show. Please tell me now that you'd be happy to be a guest on the show here. Aaron and I, Darrik, I don't know if you noticed, Aaron and I actually started a business together. And Aaron was moving and grooving. He needed some help getting it started, kind of like what you're going to be doing for businesses. And once I helped him get started, he took it so far, so fast. I said, man, I can't be in this business. I should not be taking a percent of this profit when you're doing so much and you've taken it so far. All he needed me for was to get the ball rolling. He didn't need me to hang on and suck profits out of the company. So he's taken it and done a beautiful job. If you don't know Aaron Dukes, please check out Aaron Dukes. Please follow him. Please inbox him. Please check out his website at pristinesteamwash.com. And check out his services. He does mobile car detailing, so he'll come to you with the Rona going on.
I see the videos.
You see them, right?
I'm gonna need him to come through.
Get contaminated.
I see him steaming. He was steaming something. Yeah.
And it sanitized. He was sanitizing the car seats and all the kids' car seats, the seats in the car. Get your car because you done had some people in your car. They might have had the Rona. That's all I'm saying. And you don't know if they had the Rona. You need my man, Aaron Dukes, to come through and clean you up. So I'm so excited for my friend here, Aaron, Pristine, my man. All right. So how do you feel about mixing Christianity and universal beliefs? Was his question. What do you think?
Well, I'm going to give you the short version.
Okay, yeah. People going to be mad at us. Like a 6 hour
down Christianity, it means pertaining to the Christ. So when we say we're Christians, that means we're followers of Christ, Jesus, Yeshua, whatever you call him. You know what I'm saying? Everybody have a different name nowadays because everybody's studying something different. So it's like we follow what he taught and how he taught it. And he taught we worship the creator and not the creation. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what the Bible teaches, period. Like you don't worship what is created. You know, like you just don't. So universal beliefs is more like how I'm taking it through the question that he's asking, like, you know, people who worship the universe or, you know, everything that's around. I think that's how I'm taking. I don't see the comments, bro. I see that you put it up there, but
okay. Aaron, just to clarify, Aaron, when you say universal beliefs, Aaron, are you talking about people who are talking, praying and worshiping and
like
grateful to the universe? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah. Stars and horoscopes and all those things. Is that what you're saying, Aaron? Just to clarify your question, because that's what we're taking it as. So keep going down that road. If he says no,
Deuteronomy, it says don't do it. So we don't do it. You see what I'm saying? We follow the Most High. We follow his rules, his laws, his statutes, his commandments. We say by grace through faith. You feel me?
Yeah.
So
right.
I mean, I see
Okay, he
things
said
from
here. Can you see it when I put it up on the screen there, Derek? He said more so
speaking
speaking things
things
into the
into the
universe and universal signs.
um.
So
It
how do you
matters
balance
how
that?
it matters how you do it. Most people who speak things into the universe, they do it well. I mean, when I pay attention to it, it's more like they do it from a sack religious way. So it's like to us, we give all praise, all honor to the Most High God. So anything that come to us, we thanking God for it because it's like without Him, we wouldn't
Right.
have it. You see what I'm saying? So some people they put themselves in God's shoes and feel like they can speak things into the universe because they are God, and that comes from the
Mm,
Theosophy movement. Madame
wow.
Blavatsky brought that to America. You see what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? That
Right.
doesn't come from the Bible. It's not biblical at all. Which I
Right.
know the Bible says things such as that, but it's for people who are connected. The Bible talks about people who is connected to God doing certain things because God is working through them, through
Right.
the Holy Spirit. If that answered the question
Yep.
enough. I don't want to
Thank you
get too
so
deep
much.
into
Hey, we're gonna
it.
have to call you or hit you up on the website to get more information.
Yeah, yeah. Hit me
Excellent,
up. We'll
excellent
talk about
answer.
that all day.
I know you can, for sure. You and I have said I had those talks. I'm going to take one more question before we end the show. We really appreciate you guys hanging in here with us, and those who joined us a little bit later. Go back and watch the replay, please. Go back and watch what you missed. If you missed the first 20 minutes, please go back and watch it. It'll be available on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Periscope. Please go back and watch the replay and see what we were talking about. And please come back with us tomorrow, as I will have another guest. Our guest for tomorrow actually just asked a question that I'd like Darrik for you to answer. It said, what did the music business teach you about yourself? And did what you learned lead you to what you're doing now?
That's a good question.
It's a good question.
Yeah, man,
So
look
what did the
at
music business
that.
teach you? And did it lead you to where you are today? How did it do that, if so?
the what the music business taught me about myself was that it's possible to be successful in your own city and have people genuinely have love for you because
Yeah,
people like you can't make it where you from. Oh,
right.
they hated Jesus had to leave here and do this and that, like just old fables that people be trying to throw on you that they take from everybody else. Like
Yeah,
we good. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm in my city. My city love me. They still love me to this day.
yep,
Don't put that type of stuff on me
right.
because I give out love, I receive love. Yeah, I'm gonna have some haters, but it showed me that I was strong, that I could deal with that because my mom even talked about that. I was getting death threats at like 18.
Wow.
Yeah, they was calling my mom's house like, "Oh, we're gonna kill him when we see him," all because I was successful.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying? And she like, I'm glad you don't do that music no more. Like, this and that. Like, yeah, it was real. But see, people don't see that. They don't see
Yeah,
that side of it. They don't see that side of life. They just seen the money and the cars, the
yep,
fame and everything else that came with it. Like, it's a dark side to that lifestyle because it's like, look at what you glorifying and what you was rapping about. And I'm speaking on myself when I say that
yep,
because that's the lifestyle that I was choosing to live at that time, at that moment. So,
yeah,
it taught me that I was strong and what I learned from it was more like, you can take the business model with your music and take it to any other business and become successful.
yeah,
You see what I'm saying? Like if it
yeah,
ain't broke, don't fix it.
yep,
Business is business at the end of the day. I, I,
absolutely.
I stopped doing music and went and got a job because I felt like I needed to learn how to run a company because I
Yeah,
was running the company before I knew how it felt to work at a company.
wow,
So I was
wow.
just bringing my homies with me. Oh yeah, y'all gonna set the stage up. They ain't setting nothing up but my pockets.
You got to get set up. Right,
Yeah, but it was out of love though. You know what I'm saying? I took a
sure.
lot of people, a lot of places they probably never been to before and they'll probably never see again. And I ain't trying to bash nobody or nothing, but we did a lot. Like, it was a
Yeah,
blessing. And I felt like I was in a blessed situation. So I blessed those who was around me, my family, those who I
yeah,
love. You see what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I mean, I learned a lot from the music business and Rob need to keep going live because I
yes,
enjoyed it. You see what I'm saying?
man. We
And
doing it, man.
it's just
Abs-
being creative. At this
Yes,
time, we just have to be creative. We have to, learn how to do different things and learn how to maneuver in different ways, learn how to invest in different things just to survive.
yeah,
Like, a lot of people, they aren't surviving mentally. They just
yeah,
surviving physically right now. they ain't surviving spiritually. Like,
Yeah.
you know, we got to check on people, make sure they're okay. We got to
Yeah.
continue to lift people up, and you got to keep doing it, living live with Lucas.
All right. We got to keep doing it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you. Thank you so much. Great question. There were people who wanted to hear you answer that question. So thank you for answering. Everybody, thank you guys for being here with us tonight. Thank you for joining this show. Please continue to watch. Please continue to follow this. This is going to be something big. There's not a lot of times where you can start with something at the beginning and see it grow to something. You know, a lot of people like to say, well, I was there at the beginning. But when something like this is starting, a lot of times people don't know if it's ever going to get where people say it's going to go. And my goal is not fortune and fame. My goal is to position myself so that I can be in a position to help others. My ultimate long-term goal is to be a philanthropist. I want to spend my life giving my time, talent, and treasure away. And that's what I know God is going to allow me to do. Not a lot of people want to make money to give it away, but that's what I want to do. So I'm looking forward to it. So thank you guys for your support. Thank you guys for supporting me and my wife and everything that we've done. And thank you for supporting. He has joined us on the show. There's a lot of people clapping. People are saying great show. People were excited to have you here tonight, Darrik. I know you can't see all the comments, but I can tell you that people really were excited and really enjoyed what you brought to the table last night. Darrik, thank you for being my first guest on my show. And I know you'll be there to support me. Me and Darrik are going to do some other great things together. Videos, webs. We got a lot of stuff we're talking about.
We got businesses. That's
everything. You guys are going to see both of us have a level of success because of each other. So he'll be one of those people in my corner that's building me up. When you see me having success, know that he's in my corner. When you see him having success, know that I'm in his corner, and know we're always here for each other, always praying for each other. So thank you guys. We really enjoyed having you all. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for the shares. Thank you for the support. Again, share this with somebody who missed it. Send them the YouTube link and say, hey, check this out. Send them the Facebook link and say, hey, check this out. This is something I think you want to be a part of. You want to watch this show. I'll be on tomorrow night at 7 p.m. with Rashad Polk, 7 p.m. tomorrow. I know the times have changed each night, so it's been a little confusing, but we'll get to a little bit more steady schedule. And we'll also do some lunch and learns. We'll also do some noontime casts coming up. I have a couple chefs that I know who are going to do some cooking shows for us here. So we're going to do cooking shows, music, and don't forget game night. I'm thinking about doing a game night on Saturday. So I'll let you guys know, but I'm thinking about doing some quizzing, some games, some questions. I may go through Zoom, so I may have some other people in there. I may just have them here in StreamYard, but we're going to have a lot of fun, okay? So thank you, guys. Thank you for being here. We look forward to seeing you guys in the future. Everybody, Darrik, any parting words?
Peace out, everybody. Be blessed. All praises to the Most High.
Amen. Everybody have a great night. Thank you guys for being here.